right, so of course, Churnwalker bans as expected, yada yada, or...
So I'm interested what to see what they're gonna. I don't know. It's gonna be
Lorelei,
gonna be banned for DD here.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense to ban Lorelei given the fact that
Churnwalker is banned for generals.
yeah, I mean Lorelei could slow you down anytime. Yeah, he's like one of those heroes who's very annoying because of the fact that if you try to run away, he can still chase you.
Lorelei, especially with that Wonder Wall, you know.
Yeah.
You can,
All right, so okay, so some
technical.
a little bit of technical difficulty. So this is another Digital Devils team. So we've seen Digital Devils Aatrox yesterday. We've seen Digital Devils Misclick early, and now we have Digital Devils Esports. I mean, so far, I mean, the three teams have been impressive in VPL, and let's see if they could also translate here in MeSA PH live in ESGS. I mean, there's no doubt Digital Devils can actually perform well, and Generals Alpha, you know, they're not just limited to just one team where they only have Generals Alpha. There's also General Sierra as well. We're also capable teams as we go back to the draft, and
they're planning to ban on Yates for DD here, and they banned Yates as they don't want to deal with that Wolfsmaw and you know that Superman landing.
yeah, I mean, the combo between Yates and Finn, which we normally see a lot. So right now we don't
the
see,
double hook.
yeah, double hook,
Yeah.
hook and stun, as others would say, and Anka gets banned by Generals Alpha.
And you can see Saw being highlighted here by DD, which is very unusual in 5v5. As you can see, Saw is very squishy.
Yeah, very squishy indeed. I mean, the damage outburst he could produce is phenomenal,
But if you leave Saw alone in 5v5,
Yeah.
you can push the lane in no time.
yeah, I mean, that's like one of his advantages, his attack speed. That sort of gives momentum to the team. So you see Finn and Alpha being deployed by both teams respectively. So your casual build's already being deployed.
And
Oh, okay, so
so
all right, so I noticed early that Alpha was actually trying to aim for a flicker in this game. So we don't normally see a flicker being deployed. I mean, it's an interesting pick, given the way that Flicker is very good at initiating for the team.
But in 5v5, Flicker is always used. You could say you can see them being used in 5v5 very often.
Yeah.
So when you pick up that Spellfire for your Flicker, it can cause mortal wounds for everyone who's in your Fairy Dust.
Yeah, the Fairy Dust is very lethal indeed. Like, you get slowed down a lot, and then you can also damage you as well if you're inside his area, which kind of makes Flicker like a hero that's very annoying to deal with. That's why in most tier 5 matches, you normally see a Flicker getting banned. Tier 4, tier 5, yeah, Flicker is like a #1 ban in that area. I mean, surprisingly, Flicker does not get picked a lot, even though he has really great initiation setups. Like, the biggest drawback with Flicker is that he doesn't really have a lot of like HP or sustain, which is like most people are complaining about him. But he's actually very effective if you use his abilities well.
Especially right now when you use Flicker and you hide using your perk.
Yeah.
So you can always see the invisible scout cams. You can see invisible units. You have true sight. That's what you can say.
All right, so the draft is ready.
To the draft once again.
Oh yeah, and they are pushing for the Flicker indeed. All right.
And yeah, they got that Flicker. So I'm interested to see what they have Generals has in store for us. So they have Arden and now Flicker. Now DD here is highlighting the Lyra or that Lance.
All right, so Lance and Finn and actually Catherine. That's actually a good composition here by Esports.
Now they have a lot of disabled heroes.
Oh, and they're actually not aiming for Catherine. Mullane is also another alternative that they could use.
Now Petal.
Petal? Wait, no. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, Varia. Oh my god, I thought
we're going to see another Petal once again.
All right, so Flicker, Arden, and then Kinetic.
Now Kinetic is being used in 5v5 often as well. As you have that range,
yeah,
you have that damage, especially you have that mobility with your second skill. So you can move around quicker than other heroes.
And Celeste already being deployed by Alpha. So, I mean, it does match up well with Arden as well as Flicker. The slowdown by Flicker and Arden's Gauntlet combine it with Celeste is gonna really make things interesting for Alpha. Like, that could be the sort of game plan that you could utilize. And Esports, let's see, Reza.
Now it will do a lot of damage now
Yeah.
with Arden, Celeste, and Flicker there.
Yeah.
It's a massive slow, massive disable. Now you have Celeste for your stuns, you have Arden's Gauntlet, you have the mini stun of Kinetic, especially
Yep.
when dashing, then just
Yeah.
using your charge pulse. And then you can see the Reza from DD, and now that Gwen.
Oh, Gwen, okay. So Gwen, your typical carry being deployed. And Reza is something which I don't normally see, but he's still very effective given the damage outburst of his ultimate.
Now we saw Gwen's power in the match earlier.
Yeah.
With Gwen being utilized like that, you can tear off an enemy in like 2 seconds, even if it's Yates, it's the captain hero. Now we can see Grumjo getting picked by Generals Alpha.
Okay, I expect Alpha to go very aggressive in the jungle, knowing that Grumjo has already been deployed. Like, he's one of those junglers who's very hard to kill, but very devastating if he charges forward.
Especially with Grumjo's perk. You have that 40
Yeah.
armor and shield for every stack you have. So based on the hero lineup alone, who do you think will win? Who do you favor winning?
All right, so I'm going with Generals on this one. I like the Grumjo pick. It matches well with Flicker, and then if ever things go bad, Arden is there just in case, and they could actually initiate with this lineup as well. Perfectly initiate with Flicker and Arden. So I'm going with Generals on this one.
But you know, I have to counter you on that. I'm going
All
for
right.
DD.
Okay, you're going for DD.
Now,
Great.
they have that Finn for that initiation. They have
All right.
Lance for that disable. They have Reza to pick that Celeste off.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
very quickly, and now they have that barrier for that range. So
All right.
let's see what will happen.
Yeah, like
This is a very interesting lineup for me.
I mean, normally I see Grumjo being utilized a lot because of his like impact in the jungle all the time, and then Flicker also has that as well. So
No, Grumjo is very fast in the jungle.
Yeah,
I have
Grumjo.
no
I
doubts
mean,
about that.
these two could, which is what we're seeing right now, is Grumjo and Arden are just moving around the map, and yeah, they are really aiming for the jungle on this, and they're gonna put Celeste on the solo.
Now you can see
Solo
Flicker
mid lane.
here.
Oh,
Just
that's expected. I expected that when you have Grumjo and Flicker combined.
so if the Grumjo and Flicker combined, with them together, they can cause wonders.
Yeah.
They can tear down an enemy in an instant.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Grumjo is normally known for, like tearing over the jungle, taking it away, which is a signature play by Digital Devils, like in general, all the DD teams. And,
Now Celeste here,
oh, Celeste here caught in. Oh, I don't think he's going to survive through this.
and
He
first
died.
blood by
Okay.
DD.
So I'm not sure if Celeste was AFK or Celeste intentionally did that because she had no option for escape. I mean, yeah, he had no option for escape there. So chances are it's an intentional kill there. Right now, Kinji trying to pressure on, but the Grumjo impact here by Notify. It does create space for Generals Alpha, that Grumjo. I mean, let's see if it's really going to pan out all the way to the mid to the late game.
Now you can see at the bottom lane, Gwen and Reza being left alone to this bottom third. Now Grumjo comes in just to give that extra push, as Reza is very low health right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised that Generals decided to leave this lane and give Gwen and Reza a lot of farm, because these are two heroes that if they get the farm that they desperately need, like, they certainly produce a lot of damage, especially Gwen and then Reza in the close range against Generals' lineup.
Now that Celeste in the middle lane needs to really go online, because Celeste is the main damage dealer for Generals here.
Yeah, and then if you look at Celeste, like, not only is he the main damage dealer, I mean, together with Kinetic, but he's also like one of the primary disablers for the team if needed. I mean, of course, that core collapse is going to be helpful for Generals Alpha. I mean, the constant spam of the Heliogenesis as well could also slow things down for DD Esports.
Now you can see in the bottom lane, it's Flicker just like poking, causing some damage to Reza and Vari.
Okay, so a lag happening. All right, so some other matches. Okay, so Flicker decided to go for the Fairy Dust, and all right.
So
All right,
we'll
right
see
now, nice try
Varia.
exchanging with no joking, but so far it's a very slow-paced game for both teams. I mean, you see DD trying to get the jungle objectives away from generals.
You can see both teams just trying to feel each other out, trying to feel what the other team will do.
Yeah.
As you can see, both teams are just rotating, and seeing how things will go. And you can see DD here just taking their Crystal Gem. Now at top lane, you can see Grumjoy and Kinetic stealing the farm of DD.
Yeah,
So
like
both teams just trying to steal each other's farms, just rotating and trying to do their best in getting much more farm than the other team.
yeah, I mean, this is different from the previous matches we've seen, where we normally see like one team just take over the jungle and the other leaving the jungle alone.
Now,
right now, Nullify chasing on Smile, but of course Hasaki with a Scorcher slows things down on the side of Generals Alpha.
now you can see here at the middle lane, it's going to be Varia and Celeste just going at it at each other. See, just Grumjo stalking. Now Grumjo will go in with that Grumpy as he attacks with that Hangry now.
Oh, but
And
nice try, was able to
Nice
run
try,
away. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's the intimidating factor of Grumpjaw in the jungle, especially even in the lanes as well. The fact that he can combine his Hungry is right now here. KXPG.
And that's a nice dodge by KXPG.
Yeah, that's a nice dodge. Inertial dash away, and then he healed himself right after. So yeah, perfectly timed indeed. He's actually kiting Vescafe with ease.
Now with that range advantage, now that's an Impale that connected, but he has no follow-up there as Finn is busy dealing with that Arden. Now here comes Grumjo. Grumjo with that Hangry. But Grumjo targets that Lance, but Lance is giving a wall, pushes him away. Now Lance is running away. Grumjo on the chase along with Kinetic, and Arden finishes off that Lance. It's gonna be 1-1. Now they're trying to take that Finn down, but they have that turret.
Yeah, I mean, they could actually take it on, but obviously they don't like to take the risk.
And
But wait! Oh my God.
Oh.
Okay. I think that's an internet problem. I don't know, but
I know, maybe that the range of that turret.
yeah,
No?
I mean, or Slicker is trying to slow everything down. He does dodge the aces high, but
Now Celeste
another
here.
Celeste here is all standing here. So, all right. So there's some
Minor technical.
minor issues by both teams in terms of like connectivity, as Nutelfi low in HP, doing everything, tries to pressure the lanes.
Now we'll see a tower dive by Reza here, and Gwen goes in for a tower dive and takes down that Flicker. Now Gwen escaped with a very low health. Now Celeste came alive right at the right moment.
Yes, he's able to get it. We mean with the Heliogenesis, but in return, Hasaki gets the revenge kill for his teammate.
Now you can see Varia left alone in the middle lane. As we move on to the top lane, now Finn and Lance doing a lot of damage to this Grumjo, but Grumjo is too tanky for that time, and that stuff didn't connect.
Yeah, I mean, it was a missed opportunity for Generals Alpha. I mean, you have to commend
And that's force accord by Finn, and the Impale of Lance now gives him a wall. Kinetic getting pummeled, getting stunned, and very low health. Now Finn is on the chase, but Kinetic pushes that potion away, and Grumjo trying to kill this Lance. Now there's a tower dive by Nullify.
But he actually gets killed in return. But here comes the reinforcements, here comes the cavalry, here comes Joking, but apparently the initiation setup has not yet been on par. I mean, of course, Lance did a good job with the block, but Grumjo was able to dodge the Impale out of nowhere. It's going to be something epic, but of course, they got killed by the tower.
And Kinetic here. And now, I'm surprised KXPG survived with Finn's Force Accord, and Lance is disabled, like Impale and give him a wall. He got rooted for like 2 seconds there.
Yeah, and he's able to push the tier 1 tower in the top lane, given the weapon trade advantage. Just right now, Nullify tries to slow things down. Aces high, lands on him. Smile, regenerates his HP, charges forward with the skedaddle. But look at Nullify.
Flicker.
Oh!
Oh, almost escaped now.
Oh,
the buckshot bonanza of Gwen connected there, giving the vision that she needed to finish off that Flicker. Now Grumjo comes in for backup and will disengage from the fight.
Yeah, like I thought Flicker was gonna run away because of that stealth, but no. I mean, the buckshot bonanza does catch him off guard, even with the invisibility. There's no way he could run away from that. As
And now Arden.
Joking, already low in HP. He does have the Vanguard.
But they have that
Oh, that's a great ultimate there by Joking. The gauntlet has been
Joking
unleashed,
got
but
killed
no,
by
does
Reza.
not
Now
kill.
Reza is trying to kite down, and as Grabjo goes in, but Celeste is able to take down that Reza. Now Celeste getting chased here by Varia and Gwen. Celeste going the other way, not to that turret, as Gwen's damage is really too much.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's able to constantly farm up, keep the pressure on Flicker too much, like General's Alpha, the bottom lane has been totally not at their favor because of the pressure brought in by Reza and by Gwen just to slow down the Flicker. I mean, Flicker is a primary initiator for Alpha, but of course, given the constant pressure that he received, it's oftentimes very difficult for him to make an impact. Furthermore, as right now Vescafe charges on KXPG.
Now KXPG trying to run away as Reza comes in for the backup for Lance. Now KXPG with very low health got killed by Reza. Now it's going to be Finn, Reza, and Lance. No, Lance is the only one left at the top lane to push.
Well, actually, there's a backup.
The backup of Flicker. Plus that Mooncloak. Trying to
Okay,
initiate as
here's
Grumpy.
Grabjo charging forward. Now this could be the sort of play that they needed.
Getting caught, diving in the turret. And
I
Reza is able to finish that. Celeste. Now that's a force art by Finn. No, Arden very low health. Joe King getting killed by Reza once again. And Natalfy with the stuff with that turret.
That's certainly not going to live on. I mean, of course, the damage outburst of Esports has already been too much for Alpha to handle. And they're going to concede the tier 1 tower. I mean, it was a misplay by Gromjo, as well as the positioning Celeste was not really on par, as he was easily caught there by Digital Devils in that team fight. So they lost two perfect moments, the Flicker ultimate, the Gromjo pounce in, and then you had Celeste already in the bad position, and it was certainly not the thing you'd like to see.
Now you can see DD here now trying to take this Go Swing, as Generals I think is aware that they are trying to get this Go Swing, but I think not.
Oh,
they are aware. They're trying. I think they're going to contest, and that's Gauntlet by Arden. And again, that's Go Swing captured by
Digital
DD
Devils.
as well. And Varia tries to run away along with Reza.
Reza's already about to go down.
And that's Solar Storm, almost connected.
But he's still going to get slowed down by Flicker. He's Notified chasing on. He likes to hunt more. Hasaki gets eaten there. Notified forced to retreat. Spits out Hasaki. Hasaki goes down.
Now Gwen here
Smile
comes down as he kites the Arden down.
Look at the damage.
Getting killed by Gwen. Now Varia comes in for the backup. It's going to be 2v4. Now 3v1 as it's a quadra kill by Gwen. Now Gwen has already stacked up his damage along with that Sorrow Blade and Tension Bow. You can do a lot of wonders with that build.
Yeah, I mean, given the fact that they have the Ghost Swing advantage, and then the fact that Gwen has been constantly jacking up in terms of like damage outburst, like it does give them that sort of advantage in that team fight. Like even though they lost, I mean, they nearly got obliterated by Ghost Wing. The fact is that when Gwen came, that already spelled the difference for Digital Esports in that team fight. But let's see here, is Smile's gonna get caught?
Now Smile is trying to kite, no, and ran the other way.
I mean, he could still run away. He still has a skedaddle. She still has that Ghost Wing regen with him, so he could still survive from that.
She's safe.
Yep, she's safe.
And now the Generals here need to catch up on gold as they are down by a 12k gold.
Yeah, 12k. They're down by 12k, and certainly they need to move around. They need to farm.
Now you see Generals here moving together.
This
but
could be a
DD
surprise.
is
and
causing a lot of damage. Now Hassan goes in with the Reza.
Yeah, Alpha has to retreat
tries to take that Varia.
Yep. It's a Nautilus. Joking is about to go down as well. Here comes Notify trying to chase on Hasaki. But right now they're slowly getting obliterated here as Hasaki chases on. There's the Scorcher Unleashed. I mean, they didn't have that gauntlet in that team fight, so they have to run away if you're Alpha. Like, I didn't know why Arden was positioned himself there when in fact they should have went back instead.
Now meanwhile, Kinetic and Lance had a little skirmish here as Kinetic was able to finish that Lance off. I think it kited down that Lance very perfectly. Now DD here is trying to capture this Blacklaw while the Gwen and Varia try to push this middle turret. You can see the damage output of Gwen, and that's an Gauntlet of Arden. Varia getting caught with Gwen, the only one here at the middle lane. And the Generals Alpha did a good job in killing that Varia and Gwen.
Yeah,
I mean, two main damage dealers of Digital Devils.
Can they get
Oh,
the Black
Blackjaw going
Black
in,
Claw, okay.
trying to take down this Reza, but Reza and Finn still trying to capture this Black Claw.
Oh, this could be epic any time at the moment. Let's see if Alpha could steal this away. And no, Digital Devil secured the Black Claw. Oh, so things are looking pretty bad here for Generals Alpha, as you can see here. There's the Glyphian Wall activated to slow things down. Nullify on the chase. Vescafe, low in HP, doesn't really seem to care. Go for the tactical roll in, tactical roll out. And they're going to push through the tier 2 tower. And they got it.
With the help of Blacklaw. Now Generals in the middle aiming for a team fight right now, defending against Blacklaw. Now Nullify getting caught with very low HP now, and Anvil's hammered by Varia.
Hook by
and that hook
3.
forced apart by Finn, along with that ultimate of Varia.
That's right, things are looking pretty bad here for Generals Alpha.
And that's
as
double
Flicker
kill
goes
by
down.
Reza.
Asaki charging on forward with Kinchi. Look at this joking. And Anonymous forced to die as well. The problem is, can Kestrel, can Kinetic, run away? Kenchi run away?
But
we've seen the firepower here.
Varia gets killed as Reza tries to take down this Kinetic. Now Kinetic with a double kill. Now the Lance and Finn and Blacklaw, the only ones there to push this Crystal. When Gwen comes along, now will Generals be able to defend this Crystal?
I don't think Generals could defend this already. I mean, Digital Devils are really doing a pretty good job, but they can actually defend this reflex
Ice
block
Foul with very low health. Now getting killed by Kinetic. Now Lance and Finn disengaging. Now the whole Generals team on the chase to kill this Lance. Ives Cafe desperate now.
Oh,
Kinetic.
they got him.
Now I gotta commend that Kinetic.
Yeah, I mean,
Kinetic did a good job in defending that Crystal.
yeah, I mean, he was single-handedly being the lone man left on the side of Alpha, but the fact is he used the advantage of the fountain and then went back to the action with full HP. Then the Kites were doing that job there to defend that Vein Crystal.
But with that said, the Generals are still lacking by a lot of gold against Digital Devils right now. So they need to catch up, maybe secure a little bit more farms, and try to cause more team fights to happen.
And right now, Digital Devils going for Ghost Wing, but here
Reza.
comes Generals already catching them off guard. Or can they actually get this Ghost Wing?
Reza and Finn. Now Lance comes in for the backup as I Smile is just there stalking and Ghost Wing. Now Celeste. Now Generals is aware that they are taking Ghost Wing, but Lance is able to do damage to that Celeste.
Smile says hello, welcome
Anonymous
to the back
Invader
lines.
with very low health, surviving with very low health. Now Lance trying to run away, but Fountain by DT is now up, and that
Ghost Wing has been
getting
already
taken by
secured.
Kinetic.
Generals were able to secure it, snatches it away, and right now this could be the momentum that they desperately need. Smile, low in HP, chased by Nullify. Nullify doesn't care with a Kite to Smile. He's gonna get a kill on Smile. Can he get it? No, he does not. But Anonymous Invader gives the final blow there on the side of Esports, and Nullify
That's,
slowing
slow. Very
Vescafe.
just-
Here comes KXPG on the brawl, on
If
the
they
brink
kill
of it.
this,
He
Lance
wants
is an
more
ace
blood.
for
He
Generals.
likes it. Yes, he does it.
As
Ace.
they take this ace, they're able to now try and push a lot of turrets, but you can see here the middle lane getting, because the army is destroyed for Generals here, the minions of the middle lane has the advantage. So their only option left now is to defend and secure as much farms as possible as the team of Digital Devils is down, all of them are down.
Yeah, I mean, of course, right now, that could create space for Digital Devils to, move around, like, relax a bit and, try to get back in the game. I mean, that team fight there in the Ghost Wing was actually very beneficial for Alpha. They desperately needed that, as Kinchi, as you can see, is going to get slowed down by Flicker.
Now you see Generals here catching up on gold.
Yeah, I mean,
Them
that's
only lacking by around 5,000, just only 5,000 now from 12K.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge momentum boost for the side of Generals Alpha, which they desperately needed. I mean, if they could get a catch on Blacklaw, then that could work wonders for them. I mean, it wouldn't be able to finish the game, but that's going to be like a momentum boost that could actually change the net worth or gold advantage in their favor.
Now there goes the Blacklaw, has landed once again. Now we're gonna see the middle lane.
All right,
They're
so
just feeling each other out, trying to take the farms. As Grumchun tries to push this top turret with Gwen pushing the bottom turret. giving the advantage to the minions of Digital Devils. Now they're just moving as a team as Varia is in the base. Maybe he's waiting for a lot more gold to get more items.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's looking like a chess game because both teams are just moving around, just waiting for the right moment to strike. But here comes Smile. They're charging for the fort, but he's caught in front of 4. Apparently, the reflex block there to protect Gerald's Alpha. Hook on 3. Will it work wonders? No. There's Celeste. Pops the ultimate. And this could be the sort of counter initiation needed for General's Alpha. They're doing a lot of damage. They're smashing anyone. Kenji's about to go down. Yes, he goes down. Vescafe trying to defend without Smile, without the weapon damage dealer that they possess. It's certainly going to be a nightmare for Digital Devils Esports. And Vescafe next on No Man's List. The targets have been set. Eyesight, where you go, I have you. And apparently, it's still a safe zone for both General Esports, for Generals and Digital Devils, but nearly a wipeout by Alpha there.
Now they desperately need that Varia to support them at the back lanes as Gwen like went in without any support from the other team, getting caught by Grumcho, getting caught by Arden. Now here comes
the Black Claw is
Generals
unleashed.
taking this Black Claw.
Oh, that's a lot of space for Generals Alpha. Just look at the net worth advantage. It's slowly clawing in front of their favor.
But Digital Devils still has 3 turrets in the middle lane.
Yeah, I mean, the early game was very good, but right now it's looking like Generals are securing this. The mid lane is going down. The throne is under siege. It's actually up for grabs. Generals Esports, can they push further forward? Digital Devils, can they defend this? They get the tier 1 tower. Hook on 1. Gets stunned by here comes Notify to protect the team. Reflex block already popped out. Ice is high, unleashed.
And that's a fountain by Generals right here as Celeste is nowhere to be found in this team fight.
Oh,
now Kinetic trying to kite away. Now Flicker with that fairy dust trying to slow down, prevents Kinetic from getting damage. Now Arden with that Vanguard. Reza taking down that Kinetic. Now Arden casts that Gauntlet.
But of course there's
now
a
DD
resistance.
is on the chase. As Celeste, now Varia is now back in the game as Celeste is just nowhere to be found in that team fight.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers disadvantage was not in their favor. And Digital Devils, even with the Black Claw advantage by Alpha, the fact that not every member was completing that team fight actually gave Digital Esports the momentum they need. And now they're going to secure a gold string.
Now, without Celeste in that team fight, Generals had a really hard time in dealing a lot of burst damage.
Yeah, I mean, they desperately need Celeste as like her ultimate. And even the Heliogenesis could actually make some slow, minimalistic impact, like in reducing your damage. But that is actually, yeah, that's the sort of impact that Alpha desperately needs, even right now in defending.
Now that's Heliogenesis of Celeste. You know, when you cast it the first time, you put a star. Then the second time, you just pop it up. And that's
right,
a
now
lot
look
of
at this
damage.
here, KXPG. Oh, look at that 2-man wall there. Now that is not good for Generals Alpha. They have to move back. Joe King, can he run away? He's got Noodle Fight to protect him, but of course, they're all forced to run away, run away, run away. Can they run away?
Now Kinetic was overextending there, knowing that DD is just in the middle lane, pushing. Now DD trying to go for this GG push, taking down that armory at the top, middle and bottom turrets.
Yeah, Celeste is now back in the game, and let's see which your impact can be felt here. Look at that, Vayne Crystal already popped out, Arden as well.
Arden.
Forcing their retreats here on Alpha. Anonymous
Grumjaw taking
going down is right now.
in the base.
Dead. Okay,
now
so
it's gonna be 4 DD men. Now five DD members at the base of Generals. The only one left to defend is Grumjaw and Arden. Now Kinetic kills that Varia. Now, but it's a GG as DD with that Gwen was able to take that Crystal down.
Yeah, so it's a well-deserved Game 1 victory.
5v5 match. That,
yeah.
You know, the burst damage or the spread of the damage of your teammates.
Okay, so DDES, I'm expecting they can't ban Finn. Like, Finn is like one of the most unbannable heroes in this game. Although I'm surprised.
They banned Finn.
Oh, they banned Finn.
They banned Finn.
Wow.
So
that's something which I don't normally see.
So now it's gonna be a Yates ban for Generals Alpha here. So they're banning that Anka, of course. That's nothing unusual.
Yeah. All right. So there's Anka, there's Finn, there's Yates and Churnwalker, and General's going for Grace. Or no,
Arden.
All right.
Now, when I'm still at the fact when you said Finn is the most unbannable here, they suddenly ban Finn. Now, I think DD here is trying to take this Adagio. Flicker? Lorelei?
Okay, let's see what they're gonna do. I mean, they're trying to confuse me.
They're just
Okay,
now they're
Lorelei.
picking the
All right,
Lorelei.
so they get Lorelei.
Now, we said what Lorelei can do in the game number 1.
Yeah, like, of course, you could slow anyone down from Alpha if they plan to go on the retreat. Or if they plan to go on the offense, Lorelei is there to protect his teammates.
Now, the fish food or the first skill of Lorelei, that stun, then you have that damage per second with that pool
Yeah, that
still
pool.
intact. So it's like Scarf in a way,
Yeah, and, okay, so Adagio being deployed here by Alpha. All right, so it's a good composition. You have,
As we saw earlier,
Yeah.
the Arden and the Adagio.
yep. I mean, Arcane Fire there
Baron.
by Adagio and Baron.
Generals.
Okay. Oh, and maybe not.
Celeste. Oh, Celeste.
Celeste,
Perfect.
all right.
Celeste once again.
There's Celeste.
And you can see DD highlighting this flicker.
Are they really pushing for the flicker? Oh, wait. Koshka? Wait, no.
Inara.
Okay,
You will
Inara.
see Inara. Or
Wait,
Koshka.
are they really going off their heads right now? I see them laughing right now on the stage. They are!
They are going
They're
for this
going for
Koshka.
Koshka!
So we can see Koshka just trying to like pick the Celeste
Okay.
off the game and off the map. So let's see what Koshka can do here. With that Grace, with that support, and Lorelei with that Wonder Wall, Koshka can do a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, they do have to sustain, but they have to protect. Yeah, that's the number one priority. They have to protect Koshka.
As Koshka is a really squishy
Yeah.
hero. But that burst damage of Koshka is next to that Anka.
Yep. Oh, actually, I'm going to see a Black Feather. Oh,
Black
yeah,
Feather.
Black Feather. Yeah.
Black Feather by Generals here. So you don't see Black Feather often
Yeah.
in 5v5.
Could be used against Vox. I mean, of course, with a Rose offensive, could usually
Swap
chase away that poor Vox.
Now I think they picked that Black Feather because you can see DD's lineup, they have a lot of sustain.
Yeah, they have a lot of sustain. Black Feather does negate that.
Black Feather can stack up his damage,
stack up his damage,
and
his heart
maybe
throb,
cause a lot of damage to both Grace and Lorelei while they're busy protecting that Koshka. Or maybe pick off that Vox.
Yep.
Now on the lineup alone, maybe, what do you think? Who do you think will win?
All right.
Now both teams have interesting lineups.
Yeah, they do have interesting lineups. I think I'm going with DDES on this one. I mean, I think they can sustain their Koshka. I mean, for me, they have to protect Koshka early in the game.
They have a lot of sustain.
Yeah.
Grace is there, Lorelei is there, now Lyra is there as
Yeah,
well. They have a
Lyra.
lot of healing, they have a lot of fortified health. So they can protect Koshka and Vox.
Yeah, I
very
mean, that's their
easily.
#1 priority.
But the problem is, Lorelei is not that tanky. Grace is a little bit tanky, but when you're casting their heal on your teammates, you will really have a hard time. And now for Generals here, they have a lot of damage.
Yeah,
You
they
can
got a
see
lot of
Blade
damage.
being deployed, Celeste, and
Adagio as well has that damage with the Arcane Fire.
now the only thing they need to do is protect this Black Feather, make this Black Feather go online, and when Black Feather has farmed enough,
Yep.
maybe he can go into team fights and do a lot of wonders for Generals here.
Yeah, and Black Feather is a very late game specific hero. Like, you do desperately need his items in the late game. Like, without that, your Black Feather is going to be inefficient.
Very
And-
early in the game, Black Feather, is inefficient.
Yeah, I mean,
You need to stack up your items, and maybe one item you can go into team fights and try and do as much damage as you can. But you need a lot of items for Black Feather to be very, very dangerous.
yeah, and then you also need to protect Black Feather if you're the side of Generals Alpha, which they can do with Glaive. I mean, he could push someone and stun him, and there's Arden as well with a gauntlet. But let's see, there's a brawl and Sasaki exchanging blows with Vescafe and joking as well. 105, 3v2 advantage in favor of Digital Devils Esports. Sasaki, will he run away? Will he run away? I mean, yeah, I mean, it was a great clash there by Generals to force the retreat there on the side of DDES.
Now, the DD here tried to trap them here in the Crystal Trent, but like the back of the generals, Arden and Celeste, with that damage and Arden's Vanguard.
Oh, Holy Nova activated, but Smile, will he go down? He does have the
That's
potion to
stunned
keep
by
himself.
Celeste. Now Grace
Smile.
still getting a little bit greedy instead of running away. Tried to like hit that Celeste.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a bit greedy there by Grace. Like, why did he charge forward? As right now you can see here, nice try getting pressed on here by Joking, but
Now Joking tried to go home, but Lorelei is just there, like
yeah, I mean, of course that damage
throwing
is
that damage.
annoying, but yeah, like I don't know why Grace went forward. Like he did expect nice try to help him, but I don't think it's going to be enough to like bring the entire General's Alpha down to the brink of death.
No, Grace could have actually ran away there, you know.
He was able to cast his Holy Nova, but of course it
Now
wasn't enough
Glaive
to
comes
finish.
in now, and that afterburn.
Now just look at the
pushing
damage from
Grace
an
now.
Telfy, but no
Grace's damage is more
Yeah.
than what Glaive can do, especially in the early game.
Right now he's just going aggressive.
Oh,
Smile.
Lorelei with that fish food.
KXPG.
But KXPG still has that potion, surviving that.
And he does use it. He does have the on point at level 2. There he goes.
Now
on
afterburn
Smile.
by Glaive, pushing Smile inside the turret. Now turret didn't attack that
Oh.
Grace.
Rose offensive. There's
Now
the on
Joking.
point. Rose offensive unleashed. I mean, sorry, not Rose offensive.
That's first skill,
that's-
first
that-
skill
yeah,
of Black
sorry,
Arrow.
it's the first skill.
I think it's called Fate of Heart. It's Fate of Heart.
Yeah.
Faint
all
of
right.
Heart.
Faint of Heart. Yeah, I remember now. So, right, so it's Faint of Heart.
And now Anonymous Invader.
But no, look at the
That's a
arcane
tower
fire.
dive
Yeah,
by DD
Vescape
here.
is really
They're
going
trying to take
aggressive
down
here.
this. Koshka had a double kill. They like pushed the third, even with her still intact.
Oh yeah, I mean, with that weapon-powered Trent advantage, it does give him that favor, even with the tower in favor of Adagio. Still not enough. The arcane fire as well. Still not enough, given the fact that, of course, it was a 2v1 situation.
Now you can see here, Generals just trying to take away this Crystal Trent. But the
KXPG.
damage of Lyra, along with Lorelei at the range, you know, at early game, it's really devastating. On point by Blackfeather here.
Question is, all right, they do run away. They still manage to run away. Now, Nodalfy does have a lot of damage, though. The problem is he's easily going to get kited upon by Digital Devils, but KXPG,
Now
is he
Generals
going to
here
force
is
it?
aware.
Snatches
and they
it.
took that whoever Trent.
Nodalfy with a pushback, but Nodalfy is going to get chased here. Here comes Joking. Can he do something here? But if you're Blackfeather, you have to run away with this 3v3
Now
assault.
Celeste comes in for the backup from the back.
I mean, Bulwark has already been unleashed by Lyra to slow things down, just to slow down the offensive from Celeste.
Now I think Gracie here is just stalking in
Yeah.
the jungle of Generals.
Yeah, I mean, of course, with that damage outburst that she could actually produce in this game early, like, it is certainly the sort of aggression that you need, that you want to do if you're Digital Devils. And they're actually gonna push through this. Can they actually go 1v1? Kimchi already gonna go activate that Bulwark to slow Joking down. Joking nearly, well, of course, not really nearly, but he could have been kited down easily. But here comes Akoshka going on the chase and Joking. But no, Joking has backup from Nodalfy. I mean, so far, the rotations have been on point for both teams so far. I mean, Digital Devils, they tried to go offensive in game number 1. Here, they're trying to go offensive, but Alpha does have, like, the sort of backup options that they need, just in case their offensive plan does not go well for them.
Now DD is being more aggressive here as Koshka goes in with the
With an ultimate and is
Catnip
able
Frenzy.
to start. Yep.
Catnip Frenzy. Then you see Generals here just trying to protect this middle turret with Lorelei.
Yeah, nice trial, trying to kite his way all the way forward, but okay, so Anonymous Invader, like, is this an AFK? Yeah.
No, Anonymous Invader, like,
Okay.
Lorelei is just taunting Anonymous Invader right now in the middle lane.
All right, so, okay, so I don't think if Dice Try is really gonna, okay, it's a gentleman standoff here between both teams.
Okay, they're just looking at each other.
Yeah, okay. Unless if Vescape's plan to go for the kill. I think, okay,
No,
maybe
no,
not.
Maybe not. As you can see, Arden here tries to
Here
defend
comes-
that.
okay.
Celeste
Nice
Glaive
try.
pushes, nice try, and nice try with that Wonder Wall now. Got
Alright,
healed by Ice Smile.
Here comes the Verse of Judgment already unleashed. Now this could be what Generals desperately needed. Now the back talking is not going to work for Esports, but no, this could be Alpha on the verge of defeat. Here comes the counter offensive by Esports. Nullify, low in HP, goes down, dives through the tower. Vescafe with a weapon in Crystal Tower, trend advantage. Manages to run away, sneak away, and produce havoc through the backlines, but he's gonna get chased here by Nullify.
And that's
Stunned there.
Castle Frenzy by Koshka.
But remember, the gold oak is there.
And
Can
still
he get
trying
the
to
kill?
take down this Adagio, but
Oh.
Adagio has
Yeah,
more
the
health.
arcane fire as well, plus the health advantage.
The damage of Koshka wasn't enough to take down this Adagio, but it almost took that Adagio.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting like Koshka's just gonna go on the retreat, given the fact that, but certainly he
She got
decided
a little
no.
bit greedy. Should have got a little bit greedy.
I don't want to go on the retreat. Maybe this could be the opportunity needed, but no, it wasn't the opportunity for Koshka.
No, but I Vescafe with that Koshka really did a good job there.
Yeah, that's right. now.
Diving that turret. Now you can see here,
Smile.
Smile here, just trying to sustain.
Goes for
The
the Holy
Holy
Nova.
Nova.
Here comes KXPG. Rose offensive already unleashed. On point. Will he go?
And
Another Rose
Blackfeather-
offensive.
Blackfeather taking down that Grace with Lyra, the only one there to support her.
Yeah, I mean, of course, if you're KXPG, you do not like to encounter Lyra. That's like one of the heroes who could certainly counter Blackfeather, given that Bulwark is going to negate your mobility. Even like the Arcane Passage could be used as well. So,
Now you can see Blackfeather already has that Serpent Mask, so
oh, okay.
he has that lifesteal, he has that sustain. Now he only needs that breaking point for that stack up of the damage.
Yeah, I mean, like I remember playing Blackfeather a lot. Like, if he's on point in the latter levels, like you can instantly annihilate any hard carries to the opponent's side. I mean, that's what I like about Blackfeather. As right now on the top lane, look at who's going to die. Adagio says goodbye to his own life as Vescafe goes on a pounce. But they could actually go with more here as Nullify gets caught. But look at this,
Vox
the
has no
damage.
energy, but Koshka is there to support Vox and Glaive. The only one left to defend the turret. Now Koshka's damage.
It's just going
Look at the damage of
bonkers.
Koshka.
Yeah, it's just going
One combo.
bonkers.
Look at the life.
Oh, he's just diving through the
Driving through
Telfai.
the turret.
The Telfai has no choice but to suffocate himself from that play. I mean, he did try to use the tower, but it's still not going to be enough as Hasaki's just pressing on. But Nullify, I don't think if you're Nullify, you like to go 1v1 with Hasaki.
As Grace pushes the middle turret with an anonymous invader still there. Not
Yeah,
moving. Celeste.
And joking, he does have the high sustainability. Will he go for it? But here comes Kimchi. Arcane Passage unleashed together with the Sigil. But so far, it's not going to land a kill there on the side of Esports. All right, so you can see here, Esports are trying to aim for the
Lorelei
Black
had a
Wall.
little skirmish.
Okay, so
Now Lorelei.
Blackfeather does have the weapon power trend, so they could use that in the team fight if needed.
Now joking, overextending. Now DD chasing away this Arden, and Blackfeather comes in for the backup with Glaive and Adagio there. Now
Blackfeather has to
DD
go out.
overextend right now when Vox now comes in with the wait for it, and Adagio's Reverse of Judgment comes up.
Actually, they could go for
Now
more here.
Grace with very low health. I Smile.
Now-
I Smile trying to run away from Blackfeather. Joking, got killed by Koshka. Now Koshka stalking this Glaive, but Glaive with the afterburn ran away.
Yeah, I mean, I like the timing there of KXPG. Right now, he's actually going for more blood. Nice try. Forced to shield himself away. No, does not. Kimchi, would he go next? No, apparently, but here comes Vescafe going 1v1 with Nullify.
Blackfeather dived the third, but wasn't
On point,
On
unleashed.
point.
Kimchi slaughtered. Now
Now
Vescafe
Koshka.
stuns. Vescafe on the stun, but KXPG. Yeah, does he have the health advantage? Unleashes the potion. Can he get a kill on Vescafe? Yes, he does. Snatches away the trend advantages. Now here comes Hasaki chasing on. Not going to be enough. KXPG says, I got the perfect timing. I got the right moment. Give me the highlight reel. That's what I do.
Now that's what I said earlier. When Blackfeather goes online, it will be really hard to deal with, especially with that weapon build. He has a lot of sustain, he has a lot of damage, especially when stacking up. If he finishes that breaking point, if he has that breaking point, he can stack up more weapon power, cause more damage with the Fate of Heart, cause more damage with the On Point, because On Point has a little weapon power damage.
Yeah.
But you know, what do you call this? The struggle with Black Feather is that you need your On Point to hit.
Yeah, you need your on point to hit. You also need a lot of sustains in team fights, but he's also a very patient hero. Like,
Yeah.
you cannot engage Black Feather instantly. Like, you have to wait for the right moment to strike, and you also need to use your Rose offensive, even in backing away and going back in the fight, which is very tricky about Black Feather.
Your On Point needs to be on point.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's gonna be 4v3 at the middle lane, as you can see Black Feather here stalking Grace.
you could actually
And
go
they're
1v1
they're
on
gonna
Grace.
1v1 here, at you can see the Solar Storm of Celeste coming off, and he got stuck here in the middle turret once again.
Right now, let's see
Now
Black.
Koshka
Oh,
goes
look at
in.
this. Bulwark already unleashed, but Black
The
Feather
Gauntlet of
gets a
Arden
kill.
with the boxes, wait for it, stun.
All right, there's a gauntlet already being unleashed. Will it work wonders though? But look at this. Boss, Asaki going down, but GRA apparently Celeste going down as well together with Adagio. But here comes Black Feather to the rescue. But no, it's not the rescue that desperately needed by Alpha. The generals are going down in here as Digital Devils already. They were able to lose one in that team fight, which was Grace, who was not in that team fight, but actually chased on by Black Feather. But still, the damage outburst, I guess, wasn't enough for Generals Alpha.
Now they need to support that Black Feather a lot.
Yeah,
Because you can see there, Black Feather is the main damage dealer now for Generals. So if they do a good job in defending that Black Feather can stack up damage, and Black Feather went for that Bone Saw instead of that Breaking Point, as I was saying earlier.
yeah.
So that Bone Saw tears down the armor of the enemy heroes. As you can see in the middle lane, you can see another skirmish as Koshka tries to take down this Adagio. Adagio with very low health, getting kited down by Box here now. Box's resonance hit
that's
Adagio,
gone.
and it's gonna be 3 kills to none for DD.
Yeah, I mean, they got the Black Claw advantage with them. They were sneaking their way through the Black Claw. KXPG, the only member left. Can he get a kill in Vescape or Hasaki? No! There's the Arcade Passage. Bulwark already unleashed.
And Black
But
Claw,
wait!
Black Feather
Feather snatches a
took
kill
down
on
that
Box. Wow, alright, he just charged it forward. He just escaped, juked in,
stacking
juked
up
out.
the damage.
Here's
And
the
Koshka goes
counteroffensive.
in with a stun, but Black Feather did a good job in dodging that.
Yeah, but he does go
still got
down in
killed.
return. Now, Generals, can they make this? Can they defend the crown? Burst of Judgment already unleashed. Vescafe getting pushed back by Null 5. Can they defend this? Can they defend this? Their lives are on the line here. If they lose here, they're going out. And
Now I think they're still be able to defend this.
Okay,
and
they're
prolong the
gonna-
match further as DD backed out from this push.
Yeah, surprisingly, I expected DD to go on the offensive, but no, they decided to go on the retreat.
But
given
with no
the sustain.
energy and no health, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's a risk they're not willing to take.
All right, okay. I mean, they do have the sustain from Grace if needed, but instead they decided to go, all right, let's just move back and get some other forms of space, like getting the Trents and even getting Ghost Wing possibly.
They're playing it safe.
Yeah, they're playing it
They're
safe.
playing safe. So now you can see Lorelei here and Lyra just trying to take the jungle of Generals here, as they spotted Glaive at the bottom turret.
Oh, this could be a good
Now
pickoff for
this
them.
is gonna be risky. As you can see, Black Feather, Adagio, and Arden is just there. They're trying not to overextend, and Lorelei in the middle of it. Lyra with very low health. Lyra was able
nice
to
try.
run away.
About to
nice
go
try,
down.
went
Dodge away.
down.
Gauntlet already unleashed. Here comes the reflex box. Smile. Smile, you're left in no man's land. This could be the momentum of Generals Alpha. Asaki low in HP. Black Claw goes down. This could be the boost for Esports. Look at the 5-man stun there. The stun there. Here comes the burst of Judgment unleashed.
And-
No, does not get unleashed. Cancelled away. Digital Devils on the counter attack.
And it's...
Goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye.
no. Celeste is still alive.
Yeah, I mean, Celeste is the only one
I thought
alive.
it was
Okay, but I mean, 4 members already wiped out. The team fight is not at their advantage. Well, I guess it's pretty over here for Generals Alpha.
They desperately needed this Celeste, but unfortunately, Celeste is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, just like in game number 1. Okay, so
That's
I mean, yeah, if Celeste was there, she could pop the ultimate.
pop the ultimate,
Yeah, and that could
catch
have.
that Heliogenesis, And that core collapse to stun the enemy. Well, that
Yeah.
damage of Helogenesis.